Hello, hello. Welcome to Monday. Can't believe how quickly this month is leaving us. Already to week number 5 of the year. Crazy. All right, well, let's jump into it. We got an exciting week of trainings as always, but are there any questions as we get going?
I have a buyer. This is
Yeah,
Erica. They
exciting.
actually they saw their lender, they have a VA loan and they have good credit, not a lot of savings. And actually the lender recommended them to go to new construction and find their options there. So has anyone done VA?
What are they approved for? How much can they do?
500K.
Oh, that is awesome. That
Yes.
opens things up depending on what they want. Now, if they're looking single family, that's doable. If they want something nice, new might be a great option. Um,
Okay.
but 500 is plenty. That's our average purchase price right now in
Yes.
Utah. So they can get an average house.
Awesome. I'm excited. Yes.
Yeah. So the big difference with VA is it needs
Mhm.
to be VA approved. So
Okay.
on the
Is it
MLS, there's like a terms and it should say FHA or VA. Those are very, very similar in what they do.
oh okay. Okay. The in the listing,
So,
right?
yep,
Okay.
yep. Um, if you find something and you're like, this should work for them, but it doesn't say VA or FHA approved, you can always reach out to the agent and say, hey, I have some VA buyers, but it didn't mention that as terms. Just
Okay.
wanted to see if there was a reason why. Sometimes it's very simple reasons. Like they don't like if there's stairs with more than 3 stairs without a railing. That's one of the things that gets flagged in FHA and VAs all the time, or
Mm.
broken windows, silly things like that. Like a
Okay.
crack in the window literally could cause it to not go through. So every once in a while it's something small like that. Other times it's for a reason. And so you can find that. Then when you're making the offer, there is a VA addendum that you will fill out. The seller will have to pay to do a termite test. And then um, other than that, it's fairly normal on our
Okay.
side, at least. The lender is going to do all the lending thing. That's all different.
Perfect.
So,
Woo!
yes, go find some
Exciting.
houses. Have you met with them in person? You should do a buyer presentation with them or consultation.
Yeah, we were together and then I just told them, yeah, let's check with the lender. And they had actually a family member that does loans. So I it's one of my best friend's daughter. So we've known each other for a long time. I want to do it right. Yeah. And actually, you know what? This is the daughter of the person that helped me buy my house.
Oh, how fun.
Yes. Yeah, that was my friend. And yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
I love that. Okay, well, keep going. Good work.
Do you
How
think
did
I still
you?
need to do the buyer's the presentation? I just send them the app. I ask for some information. I need to put them in um, this neighborhood listing, right? List of
Mhm.
properties that they are going to be receiving. They live in Logan and they want to move in before March 31st, if it is
That's
possible
awesome.
to
Okay,
do.
March 31st. Well, that gives us, we're basically a month to get the right property.
Okay.
So if they want in before the 31st, you should be out shopping here this week, next week. Hopefully find them something
Okay.
and do that. How
So
exciting.
yes, do I go and visit the places first?
Nope,
How
usually
to get?
when I'm showing properties, I'm seeing it for the first time with the buyers. So you can
Okay.
do like your research on the area, other comps, things like that, things that they might like, might not like with it. And then especially if you're gonna find new construction, I would try to find as much in the same area. Like if
Okay.
they're Eagle Mountain City Center to get a single family under 500 type idea, who are all the
Yeah.
builders out there?
They want to be in Salt Lake, you know. South
Okay.
Salt Lake is her work.
Hmm.
Taylorsville is her mom. So it, even Magna, they would consider because they have no construction over there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So then figure out who all the new builders are out there, and um, then you can go see a handful of them. Make sure you get an exclusive buyer broker signed. I like to call the builders and say, hey, I have some buyers that um, might be buying a home like you. A lot of builders, you can just register your buyers with them. So you
Mm-hmm.
just message them or call them, and then your buyers can go by themselves to like a model home or something like that. So if you find one that's like a model home, say, hey, if you want to go see this, I can just let the agent know that you guys are going to come by. You don't even have to wait for me, or we can go together and I'd love to see it as well. I like to be with the buyers the most as I
Yes.
can. But
Mm-hmm.
if they're going to go, it's always a good idea to just
Yes. Yes.
talk to them
I mean,
first.
I have time.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
Well, good. That's exciting.
Yes.
And then you said you got it because you knew the lender. Is that your connection?
No, because I know the mom. The
Oh,
mom,
the mom.
yeah, she's my friend since babies.
Okay. We'll just let you know. Talk to all those people, even the ones you've known since you were little.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best there. And then go and find a house.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Cameron.
Yes,
Yes,
Maddie, you
Matt.
have a question.
So, a couple questions. One, how do you approach a buyer to tell them that what they want is unrealistic? Like they're looking for a house under pricing that is just not gonna happen.
Um, I try to show them
Just
and
by sending them listings.
be honest with them. Um, it's not that they can't, well, there's some prices where you just can't find a listing under that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like if you wanted to spend less than $10,000, you're not going to buy a house.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to spend less than $100,000, you can buy a trailer and have a big HOA payment,
Yeah.
but you're not going to get something without an HOA. So there's trade-offs in every price range, and so it's like let's say they're under 300,000 just to make up a number for you, and they're like, we want a single family house. It's like, well, that exists, but maybe not in your right area, maybe not
Mm-hmm.
in the condition you want, maybe not with the bedrooms and bathrooms. So
Mm-hmm.
which is going to push? Is it going to be the price and how much you spend, or is it going to be the location or number of beds and baths and things like that? And so
Okay.
you can kind of start to tweak it. Like if you want everything that you want, this is the price that you need to pay. If you are okay making almost concessions and not get everything you want, then
Mm-hmm.
this is what is available to you. And that's going to be not
Yeah.
what they want, but given an idea.
Yeah. They want under 500,000, but they want at least six cars garages because he collects cars.
Hmm.
Three bed, two bath on half an acre with like nice interior. Like all the ones I'm finding in that price range are crunchy, you know. And that's the
Mhm.
problem I'm having is that they want nice interiors and I'm like it's crunchy. So I tried finding them ones that are cheaper, like 300, 400, so that they had money to add on a garage instead, so that they had room for the cars and stuff, but I'm just like struggling to find anything that is not outdated.
Yeah, this is where you give a little pushback and say, "Hey, I'm still going to go search for this dream property, but we're going to have to concede on something." So
Mm-hmm.
is it the garage? Is it the niceness? Is it the size? Is it the land? Like, what do we need to say no to be able to get in something now and
Mm-hmm.
build that equity that we're getting?
Okay.
And then I would send them a few different options. Like this one's way nicer on the half acre like you want, but it doesn't have the garage. You'd have to figure that out later. Like, do we get a contractor or someone to come give us bids and tell us how much that would cost?
Okay.
Or do we focus on the garage and get something not as nice and then they can fix that up as they go? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Property Brothers, how they used to be jerks. And they'd show
I
them
remember.
everything that they wanted, and they're like, "Your budget's 500,000. This is 1.2 million." And they're like,
Mm-hmm.
"But you could have this if we did a fixer-upper." And they're like,
Yeah. The problem is
"So,
that they're an older couple, so they're not going to want to do anything fixer upper or, that's the hard part. But they're generally wealthy. So I think if I can show them, like, oh, these are what you want, but it's closer to 600, 650,
yeah,
they might come around to it, but I'm not sure because, you stay wealthy by not overspending. So I
yeah,
guess we'll see.
yeah." And if it's them making up their price, and they're like, "We want
Mm-hmm.
to stay below 500." It's like, "I love that. Let's get you for a property as low as possible." But what's
Mm-hmm.
more important, the 500 or the room for the cars?
Yeah. She
Or
said that their current home is about an 800,000 and it's completely paid off. And then they also have a couple hundred in savings, like a couple 100,000. So I was
Mhm.
like, well, so okay, so I've been looking up to the 600,000 range, just because I know that that's like more achievable. Um, but still, it's
Yeah.
rough times.
Yeah. And I would even go broad and send them things like, "Hey, I know the price doesn't match, but here's a property you might be interested in. Hey, I know the interior is not as nice, but this matches the price in the garage." And like whatever you find that checks like two out of the three boxes, send it. And then one of these days they're gonna say, "You know what? We got to go up in price, or we have to come down in the garage or the
Quality.
how nice it is or something."
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. This week we are on letters C and K. So call those Christiansens and those killers. Couldn't think of a K last name. Um, and call them for your DTD2, C's and K's, and then uh let's see, what's today? The 27th. Ooh, we got Brady Summers coming in for Ignite today. Keep every lead. So come jump in that. Him and his wife Becca absolutely crush it. So be a great Ignite this morning. So I will see all of you soon, hopefully. Have a great week.